Carlos Ramirez, owner of NVS Audio in Roselle, New Jersey and Daytona, Florida. So, Soundz came out with the lid cutting kit for the 2024 and up first. So the three companies that were in the lead was Soundz, Diamond Audio, and Hertz. All three companies showed a prototype. Soundz the only company that was able to release the retail version of the lid kit before the close of 2024. So they've been out for a couple of months now. I waited to see if Diamond or Hertz would release theirs. They both showed a prototype that was installed on a test bike, but even us at NVS Audio, we will be releasing a 2024 cutting kit, but it's nowhere near ready yet. It'll be sometime next year. Soundz definitely won the race, and they did a phenomenal job. The fit and finish of this kit is great. It's what we're currently using on the 2024 and up to add lids, so the client doesn't have to buy new lids from the dealer. They are more expensive. They're over $500 versus the $350 for the older kits for the 23 and down. But it's the only solution right now, and it's a really good solution. So I respect Soundz as a company a lot. There's a lot of people out there that have something to say negative about the company, but if you really pay attention to what Peter Jensen and his crew are doing over there, at first they were talking crap because they were saying that their speakers were rebadged hybrid audio speakers that just had a sound sticker on it. They're saying that their lid cutting kit and their grill kit for the fairing was just a copy of the Rockford kit with a Soundz logo. Well, now you guys can't say anything because A, they bought hybrid audio. So now Soundz and hybrid audio are one company, and they are the only company that offers lid cutting kit for the 2024. So I guess you'd have to say that everybody else that comes out with lid kit after that would be copying Soundz since they came out with it first. I've always liked Soundz as a company, really respect the owner, super smart guy. And people don't realize this guy's gotta have over $1 million in research and development. And I know this for a fact because we offer certain NVS audio product and we do not offer anywhere near the offerings that Soundz offers, and we have hundreds of thousands invested. So he's got to be in the millions. He does business differently. He doesn't copy any other company. Does most of his installs at rallies. Like, people don't realize this guy is a super smart business person. The way he runs his business is different than anybody else. He has an awesome warranty program for everything that he sells. And if you remember in 2019 when the GTS radio came out, he was the only person that came up with a module that will allow you to use the GTS radio on a 14 through 18 bike. Those bikes only work on 19, those radios only work on 19 and up. He was the only person that came out with a module that made them work on older bikes. Then this forced Harley to release a firmware to make them backwards compatible because they saw that they were selling a ton of radios to people that were ending up on older bikes. So instead of locking the unit out, they decided to release firmware upgrades, and the Soundz piece was no longer needed. But for an entire year, he had that entire market on lock. If you wanted to put a GTS radio on a 14 through 18, you had to buy his part, us included. So great job once again, Peter and company at Soundz Audio. This fit and finish on this kit is flawless. We've installed like 5 or 6 of them already. The inside of the template has like a felt, very soft, so when you place it on, it doesn't leave any scratches on the paint. I've never seen a company do that before. Comes with threaded hardware, so it's got brass inserts, so it's not just drywall screws going into plastic. The fit and finish is awesome, and the kit ships bolted together. Then you take it apart and you throw out those screws, and it comes with new machine screws that are thicker but you'll see all that in the video. I've used it on a few bikes. Fit and finish is awesome. There's no gaps. We've tested, and the 6-spines that fit the best are obviously all the Soundz 6-spines, but if you want to use your own 6-spines, the Hertz SX 690 Neo H, the new one that's made for the 24 factory lids, since it's got a flat flange, it actually fits these cutting kits the best. From the research that I've done, we've tested a lot of different 6-spines, and you have to do, just like you had to do a modification to the Rockford cutting kit to get bigger 6-spines to fit, For this one's the opposite. You have to modify the speaker because the Soundz 6-mines are a little bit wider than the standard 6-mine, so the flange is bigger and it leaves a gap around the outside. If you use a smaller 6-mine, then you can use gasket tape. So of course they engineered it to work the best with their speakers. Their speakers fit flawlessly. Out of all the speakers I've tested, the Hertz SX 690 Neo H, the one made for the 2024 and up Harley. A lot of people don't realize that Hertz makes two 6-mines now. They make the 690 Neo .1 and they make the 690 Neo H. H is for specifically for Harley Davidson, specifically for the 23.5 and up, so the 23.5 CVO and then 24 and 25 Street Glide, Road Glide that have the factory lids. It's designed to drop in from the top without modifying the 6-mine how we had to do on the 690 Neo .1s. So check out the video. Soundz, great job on this kit. Congratulations on being the first to market. They've had a full they're gonna have a full 3 or 4 months in 2024 with no head-to-head competition because they're currently the only solution. Diamond Saw audio solution should be out soon. I'm really surprised it wasn't out by Christmas. The Hertz solution, I'm really surprised it was not out by Christmas, but that one will be out soon. But for right now, if you want to do a cutting kit on your lids as of November 29th, 2024, Soundz is the only game in town. So check it out. Just like any other lid kit on the market, 2 screws secure it down. You tape off the factory bag to keep it from getting damaged or scratched. You drill pilot holes in each of these locations, then use a jigsaw or a multi-tool to cut across. So we have the edges taped off and protected, and away we go. Now that all the pilot holes are drilled, we're going to take the multi-tool from slot to slot. We're going to try and keep it in the middle as close as possible, try not to hit either hedge. If you go up too far this way, you're going to have to do a lot of sanding, and if you go too far this way, the cut's going to be exposed underneath the grill. So now that it's cut, we're going to go ahead and grind it smooth, following the edge of the template. So I had to call Gorilla tech support to make sure I was right. These are the screws that come with the lid kit, and the grill and the bottom part are attached. Shipping. I actually used those to put it together, but then I saw these were in the bag, so I called them. These are only packing screws. These get disposed of, and you use the longer ones for final assembly. That's to hold the grill and the bottom piece together. They supply these metal washers to give you more clamping force when you screw the 6x9 in. So use that screw, that washer, and it gives you more clamping force to hold the 6x9 up towards the lid.